Good evening and welcome to this week. What the hell happened?
Nothing. You didn't wait.
I did. I don't know what's going on. All I'm seeing is a blank screen. So I have no idea what the hell I am doing. I am Combat Cricket, the host of the Crossroads here on Veterans Anonymous. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to chaos. Like I said, I'm coming to you from Colorado, former 31 Bravo military police, and your best friend, Natty Guard, little time in Iraq, little time in Haiti. And yeah, constant chaos is what I live for. The American.
Howdy. How you guys doing? Oh, goodness. What a day. A little more snow. It all went away today. So, all cool. Hi, guys. I'm the American, retired Air Force veteran, aircraft structural maintenance. So, the last artisan job in the Air Force, actually. And did a lot of time in the middle of the country. Minot, Oklahoma. Then they let me go to Korea for a little bit and right back to South Dakota where I retired. And we run a barbecue sauce and seasoning company, affectionately known as Beardbecue Sauce, spreading positivity and love of food and friends and family. So that's me.
Yeah, Uncle Si, Dave did pretty much all of it in the Army. Active duty, reserves, guard, got deployed. Korea twice. Korea's a fun place, but that's another story.
Korea's a fun place.
And I got out before 9/11 happened, so I'm one of those pre 9/11 warriors. But yeah, how y'all doing tonight?
Oh, what is going on?
So it's just chaos.
Honest, I didn't do a thing.
I can't see shit.
I don't have those powers.
Like I don't know if she. Yeah. Wait, let's go this one first. Can you see it?
She went too early. That's what they all. Yeah, that's what they all say.
No, that's not what they all say. Hello, John. Bradley, hello. Little Miss Amber. Joan, hello.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like
tonight.
straight chaos right out the gate, of course. And I have no idea what just happened to Felix. Like he completely, I don't know, StreamYard kicked him because he had to start the show.
Right.
And I couldn't see anything that he was doing. So of course, like I started like saying what I said too soon. Now I'm getting a message from Xbox Game Bar. What the I swear that's like it is time to howl at the moon because this has been a whole day of trickery.
I think TJ's asking to come on the show, the alpaca pimp.
Yes, Mr. TJ.
Here
you are.
Hey, bro.
What's up, man?
Hello. I'm
How are
Combat
you?
Cricket, by the way.
I see that.
Welcome and thank you so much for joining. I don't know what happened to Sauce Boss. Like I said, it's just been chaos. I can't even see like profile pictures or anything. So so welcome to my life. Yes. So,
there he was.
Bam.
Okay, I'm just not going to touch anything for the rest of the damn show, and hopefully I stay connected. So TJ, if you will introduce yourself.
My name's TJ.
There you go. There's TJ.
Oh, you're funny. That's funny. I'm TJ. I own Freedom Fleece Alpacas, a small alpaca farm in Virginia. And I hate barbecue sauce, but I think Sweet Baby Ray's is the best sauce there is.
And you're out. Deuces.
I kid. But those words are blasphemous in this house.
Know your audience, sir.
Like I said before, thank you for joining the chaos that is my life.
I guess it did kind of sound like a turkey call.
It did a little bit.
See, and we brought in a turkey. A jive
Ooh.
turkey.
Boom, boom.
Yes, welcome to the chaos. That should just be the mantra of this show.
Technical difficulties.
Mantra? No, it's not always technical difficulties. It's just the chaos that is.
It's difficultly. It's difficult. It's just difficult.
True. True. So I know.
Hey,
South
Marlene, I got a
Miss
surprise for
Reaper.
you today. I haven't really posted anything about it, but we'll talk about it later. But I got a little surprise. I'm not showing it right now. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Get kicked off
stay
the
on.
internet.
Watch the show. No, I won't get banned. I've never.
I did.
No, I recently have been TikTok
Didn't I?
or Facebook banned a long time ago, or
See,
9/11.
Ducky, I blame my internet. I swear it might probably pending.
Yeah, mine is kind of wickedy weird right now. I don't think I got to show that show I was talking about last week. That it's kind of like a political. I know we don't do politics, but this guy kind of does deep dives into different topics and issues, and he's a comedian. But this is the show. This is the guy, the Patriot Act.
Yeah, I
It's
saw
on-
that picture and I was like, don't
It's on
recall what
Netflix.
that was about.
It's on Netflix, and I guarantee you, it is a hilarious show. He's an Indian guy, Indian American, like with the tech support Indian. And,
The red dot people.
and he even goes hard on
Let's
his
go
own.
let's go to get banned. The dot, not the feather.
Yeah, he goes
Yeah, the
hard
red
even
dot,
on
the
his,
red dot people.
Yeah, he even goes hard on his own people. But that's where I got the whole thing about the cruise ships. It was on his show, and he actually shows actual stats and figures for a lot of the stuff that he talks about. But it was really, really good, well done show and funny. Y'all keep freezing. Well, pedal that bike a little faster so that bandwidth can get up.
No, like honestly, it's on my end, and oh my goodness, sorry, Richie, if you heard what I said.
So, how's everyone's week been so far?
Well, I did something that me and Cy were kind of talking about when you hopped in. Yeah,
You got
my
into a
graceful
knife
ass.
fight?
My graceful ass actually. No, that would actually be a cooler story. Because actually, they even, like, the guys at my unit made up a story for new privates that were coming in about the scar on my throat. But no, yeah, it would be cooler if it was a knife fight. I just burnt myself with a fucking curling iron.
Felix has that problem in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
I know I don't.
Yeah,
I
like-
don't burn myself. I don't burn myself.
And okay, so I am like super weird about my ears because my dad actually burnt my ear with a curling iron when I was younger.
Well, you shouldn't have done
Like-
bad.
Like seriously, clamped it on the very top of my ears, burned my ear.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
she got a hickey.
So anytime I like the curling iron stuff like that, I get close to my ear and stuff. I pay attention really, or
We
more
got
than what
some
I'm doing.
diggers in the house. Ozzy.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi.
So you said when
But,
you said scar in your throat, that reminded me when I was in Oklahoma. We had this cat who was there. He joined the Air Force, and they sent him as an airman directly to Turkey, which was very weird. So he's like came through almost to an NCO and never needed a driver's license. That's neither here nor there. Not part of the story. Anyway, we had a big
I
family
digress.
thing at our squadron, and his wife was Turkish and very, quiet and whatever. And we're, hey, let everyone in. He's new. This squadron's a big family because we deploy a lot. And she had a scar on her neck from here, like right in the middle, from here all the way across to here. And I mean, it was one of those like you cannot not notice it scars, like. And so he was at the smoke pit, and we were over there, and we're like, everyone's like, "What the fuck happened to his wife?" Like, like, fuck, I'm asking, like, hey man, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but it's gonna be lingering around the squadron. We need an answer.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell us Paxan. And he goes, oh yeah, her dad tried to slit her throat when she was 16. I was like,
Okay.
and just like that, oh yeah, her dad tried to slit her throat when she was 16. I was like,
Damn.
Yeah, that's not just a breeze over. Just
We're not
Yeah.
just gonna fly past that.
Like
Yeah.
I need a little more info here.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
did Dad
it was,
was
it was
Dad
just-
hung over? Did she
Nope,
try to?
nope.
Yeah. What? How?
That's one of those
Oh, you mother
cultural.
truckers.
That's funny.
That's
Good
yeah, that's one of the like, not their cultural. That's that culture.
Yeah.
You
Oh, I
know.
know, but it's
and it
just,
was it was
it's
from
shocking.
and it was from dating him.
Hey, Michael.
That's what he didn't like. She didn't. Her dad didn't want her to be with an American. What happened to me?
Lost
Pushing buttons.
lost video, but audio is still there.
I swear. I swear today.
I swear.
No, so,
the
um,
moon and the stars in the sky.
Are we done?
Wow. Wow.
Thank you for this
Today.
music portion of the show tonight.
Well, I was actually listening to my. What the hell's going on? I was listening to my playlist, and thank you, TJ, for adding all those amazing songs.
I
On
have
my
not added
playlist.
any more songs to your playlist.
No, I'm just talking about
Since
the ones
last
that you
time
have
I
added.
added more songs to your playlist.
I'm just talking about the ones you've added since.
Oh,
Yeah, it loops.
you haven't
It
gone through it yet?
No, I have, but that one song loops really well.
Yeah.
You can click by person to
Now,
see which person
is
has
it
added
just-
what.
Just him, or is it all of us? Richie.
Or the Road Guru? The Road Guru? What the fuck?
Isn't that a Death Eater?
No, is he? Or whoa?
Yeah, no kidding,
one
Mike.
played with the Ouija board.
No.
But
Well,
Okay. So,
they did
Let's do
find that they did find that 900-year-old
black.
900-year-old sword. Maybe we should put that thing back in the water
Oh.
instead of.
I did pull up that article.
That
Like
one
what?
that's super sharp. The guy cut himself, and he's probably going to become like the incarnation of some like evil magical warlord and start a new apocalypse.
Hey,
I
that's
did
how all
see
those
this.
weird
I
movies
just
start
saw
out. You
this.
know, Indiana Jones. They all find some weird artifact, then the world goes nuts. So
There's a guy on TikTok I follow, and he has all those articles, and all he says is, "White people, could you please leave shit alone?" It's like, found this hole with a coffin in it in the middle of the desert, or we dug this thing up when we're doing some, reconstruction in our house, and
Found an
what's it?
ancient
What?
tomb.
Let's open
Let's
it
open
up. Let's
Yeah.
not.
let's put a housing development over an old native burial ground.
But
Yeah,
he's pretty funny
Tap
because
on
he's just
that.
he's
Crazy.
just deadpan, and the whole time he's like, just leave it alone. 2022 is gonna be so weird if we make it, or we just
So
might
what we
reset.
were talking about is a diver in Israel finds 900-year-old Crusader sword submerged in the Mediterranean Sea.
Yes.
Israeli archaeologists say a scuba diver
You're
has
muffled.
salvaged an ancient sword.
A what? A
I
scuba
swear,
diver
y'all, like
found
this
a
is
skirt.
Maybe if you try it in Spanish, it'll be easier. Jumanji.
no kidding.
salvaged an ancient sword off the country's Mediterranean coast that experts say dates back to the Crusades.
Wow.
Bum, bum, bum.
The antiquities.
I'll bet
I
you
gotta
were-
go. I'm really busy. Nice to meet you, TJ. Bye.
I bet you were a blast on freaking interviews when you'd have to talk to people.
I honestly, I do like when I actually interview, I'm pretty good at it. And I can normally read articles aloud pretty well. Even just reading them for the first time aloud. Today
You
is
see
not my fucking day.
Jade in combat. She's like, go over to the Oh shit. Okay, you go. Take over the
unreadable on the radio, and she's like, "No, that's just how I talk."
Yeah.
Our comms are garbled. Nope, that would be the cricket.
Yep.
No, actually, like I was actually like one of the best understood, and you can actually hear me in the background on some things very clearly.
I read that way wrong when I looked down at the screen.
See, I keep telling you, you need your glasses.
I don't have glasses. I don't need no damn glasses.
Felix needs his glasses because he does that on TikTok. He'll read something and chuckle, and then he like reads it and he's like, "Oh, I thought that said something else."
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
It's
even
more
know
fun
if I
that
should
way.
even-
It's read shit out loud on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a blast. Yeah, you do the same thing, TJ.
This is actually pretty cool. So it says the sword has been preserved in perfect condition, is a beautiful and rare find, and evidently belonged to a crusader knight.
Do you have a picture of it?
It was found encrusted with marine organisms. That word was not going to come out right.
It had marine orgasms.
But is apparently made of iron. It is exciting to encounter such a personal object, taking you 900 years back in time to a different era, with knights, armor, and swords. Let me see if this picture will pull up.
This sure as crap doesn't look like it was preserved in perfect
Details
condition.
removed. What the hell?
No, there is one that they found. Yeah, that was a Chinese sword or something like that. And it was
Now the picture's not available on this article, and that was from the Denver Channel.
TJ's on the ball with the pick. That thing.
Yeah, that's what I had. What it was showing, but now the Denver Channel article that I have that I was reading from, the image was removed.
Because they just recently found another sword, and it was in like pristine condition.
That had to have been the same one.
The hilt, and everything else. When they pulled it apart, the guy when they pulled it out,
had the marine orgasms on it.
They weren't used to it, so the guy actually cut himself. That I was watching the story
after
about
900 years, there's probably something that happened on that sucker.
You know what?
Yeah. You.
That is crazy. I'd like to see a picture of it.
Oh well, here's our. It
was in a well.
Official, our official treasure finder.
Treasure finder hunter guy.
He's our diver of the month.
He just recently went on a Disney cruise, which beautiful pictures.
Yep, he did a Disney cruise. He rocked the BBQ Hawaiian shirt. That's pretty sweet. Now Disney's probably going to sue me for advertising on their boat.
Yeah.
Right?
Probably.
Next time you guys see me, my hat will have mouse ears.
That would be hilarious. You and mouse ears.
Y'all, our comments are going fucking south. I shouldn't have fucking said south.
Wow.
Yeah, south. Is that the direction you want to go with?
No.
Certified.
Certified organic.
Certified organic. So yeah. Well, I did bring, since we didn't have scramjet unless we're usually talking about motorcycles, I did kick over to 2,600 some odd miles on my bike. So I got a schedule whenever the weather's better to go and get it looked at by the Indian or the non-indigenous people's bikes inspector.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to tell
you're upside down.
you got to tell the nitrogen story.
Oh yeah. So when anything
cold, and then
so it happens with cars, air in the tires when you live up north and you have to keep your car inside for any long period of time. Air molecules are small, they shrink, and nitrogen. Newer cars, I think in the 2000s or a little earlier, they started. Race cars always had them, not always, but used them I think first. But they were injecting nitrogen in the tires because nitrogen has bigger molecules. So your TPS sensor, which is a tire pressure sensor, won't go off. I didn't ride that bike for a week, and it just takes me riding from here to in town to get it warmed up enough. But I was thinking there's going to be probably 3 solid months of that bike's going to be sitting there in the garage, and I don't want to get flat spot on the tire. So I was thinking like, ooh, I can buy tire warmers. I used to have them for one of my cars. They like you see F1 and Indy and even NASCAR, they're blankets they wrap around the tires, the thermal blankets, and they just keep the tire at a very low warm temp, like 65 degrees.
Yeah.
So it helps keep the air in the tire warm and helps keep the compound of the rubber tire in a certain state. So it's always kind of ready to rock. But those are very expensive. And I was on TikTok Live talking about it. And one of the people, unexpectedly, she goes, why don't you just put nitrogen in your tires? And I'm like, oh, yeah, duh. I know this. So I called around. And the first place I called, I won't name the company, but I was like, hey, do you guys put nitrogen in tires? They're like, yeah, we do. I'm like, all right, can you do a bike? And it was like I asked him for the meaning of life.
Yeah.
This kid literally was like,
You could hear the deer in the headlights look over.
And he didn't get quiet. He literally was like, And I'm like, and can you? He goes, do we have to mount them and balance them? I'm like, no, I just need to know if you can put nitrogen in motorcycle tires. And he was just like literally, I asked him for the meaning of life.
Yeah.
And it was so just, I was like, I'm not even bringing anything there. Like, no, thank you, whatever. And then the next guy, of course, I called, who also didn't know the answer, but he goes, let me go find out.
At least,
like, man.
At least he admitted, like,
that is how you do it. If you
that's how you do it. But that first kid, that first kid was just like totally clueless. He called him, and I'm like, you know, and back in the day, which I don't think they do it anymore, nitrogen tires used to have 2 stems. One.
What the hell, John?
Oh shit!
Damn.
What? Do you live in a video game?
I know, right?
He lives in Grand Theft Auto World.
Well, like one of TJ's TikTok friends, she had an incident.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, what the fuck is going on in the world, people?
Yeah, I had to give her some legal advice on that one too. Like, don't say what you were saying to anybody. Because it will be called. If you have to, then it'll be premeditated.
Yeah. No, just do it. Don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto, the IRL
But yeah, so
version.
the technology used to be where those rims had 2 stems because it was a system where they push-pull. They would make sure they pull all the air out and push all the nitrogen in. And once there's nitrogen running back through, then they would cap them. And I was asking, I'm like,
what the hell's going on out there on a Wednesday?
where the hell do you live in Florida?
I know, right?
Michael, where are you at? Michael, are you doing burnouts?
Connecticut, right?
Wow. Yeah, so I have nitrogen in my bike tires.
Yeah.
I've always run nitrogen in my motorcycle tires.
And so I'm gonna, like I said, when the weather's better, I'll go down to the place that at least sounded like they knew half of a brain. Well, I was even talking to the guy. I'm like, shouldn't you be able to, like, he goes, as long as we don't have to take them off. I'm like, well, shouldn't you just like let all the air out and then put nitrogen in?
Yeah. So it'll still have a certain percentage
of
air in it. They just pretty much, they take out the little part inside the valve stem. They just pull that out.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes they'll put in a different one or they'll reuse that one if they're good and don't lose it. They just let it out. And once it stops flowing out, then they fill it with nitrogen.
Yeah.
Well, what really messed him up was like after then Felix asked about having 2 nipples, and you could hear the guy kind of giggle, and you know,
yeah.
That's
so. All right, TJ, you got a question here.
Some alpacas from South Australia. I haven't, but I have 2 customers now from Australia, and they told me that Australia doesn't have any alpacas.
Ruh-roh.
Which they probably don't know what is all inside their country.
It's like Americans. It's a big freaking country down there, man.
Yeah,
it's the big red rock.
But no, I have never heard of that.
Y'all internet, you're the one in the future. What's wrong with your internet?
Right. No, but like what's going on? Are we glitching, or is the sound going in and out? Because from what I can see, our StreamYard connection is good.
John, just return fire.
No kidding.
Yep.
No,
Every
it was.
good
It wasn't.
homeowner
What was
should
it? It was
have.
actually like two winters ago that I actually went out and saw that there were freaking tire marks that went up through our driveway into my neighbor's yard and then backed out. Didn't hear anything or anything like that. But yeah, so it's just like, oh, well, thank God we didn't have the freaking car on the end that night.
Oh yeah,
Everybody should have a good range card for their property.
I've got my range card marked out for the backyard and the front yard already. I've
done the front yard. I haven't done the backyard.
No.
Yeah,
I've done the sides and the front. I don't really have much up front and the back.
Well, it was funny when I first moved in and stuff, like, my folks were coming over, mom's like in the kitchen helping me put stuff up and blah, blah, blah.
Night, Richie.
Night, Rich.
Mom and dad are like in my kitchen, and I come out my garage and I'm looking, and I just started pacing off distances from like this corner to this corner, this corner to this corner. And later my dad told me, he goes, yeah, your mom was like, what the hell is he doing? And my dad's like, he's marking off a range card. My dad instantly knew what I'm doing,
Yeah, I'm getting little metal signs made up with the distance in meters on each corner.
I got a little 3x5 card by this window. I got a little 3x5 card by my sliding doors,
Yeah, when I first sat on my back patio, I took my rangefinder and I went, all right, that house is that far away.
This house the Air Force guy has a rangefinder.
Right?
Yeah. Why work smarter, not harder? Like, why am I gonna walk it off when this thing can just do it? Duh. Freaking Army. Let me whittle my own arrows.
If that is how you whittle, bro, you ain't gonna
right?
Nothing.
He's
like I said, I'm Air Force. We just buy anything.
Oh, he's finally outnumbered.
I know.
Yeah, he goes to supply and asks them to buy something that looks like it was whittled.
Yeah, it's all good. Outnumbered but not outmatched.
I don't remember the last time I saw Air Force in a ground combat.
Look at this. Because why are we gonna do shit that's old and we can just fly over and be like, and then fly away?
So you run out of gas for them jets.
That's why we made tankers.
Hello.
Air Force.
The W's dad.
What's up, Rusty? I talked to Rusty the other day. Well, I called Webb, and all of a sudden I was on the phone with Rusty.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's all good. You guys can still go walking and marching in lines and shit and be like in the dirt.
Now here's the Navy chiming in.
Yeah.
In the Navy, we like to sail the
He's
7
backing
seas.
you, bro.
I know.
We were having a discussion earlier about what is the best Navy song. Is it Top Gun, Danger Zone, a Navy movie with a Navy song, or is it the Village People in the Navy? I think the Village People song did more for the Navy than the Top Gun song did. Just saying.
I'm going to chime in because Top Gun came out the year I was born. So when I was watching it, I had no idea they were Navy.
A lot of people thought it was Air Force, yeah.
But I knew in the Navy was about the Navy.
Right.
Yeah, we'd be deployed. We'd play that sometimes in the flight line truck, and the super would walk by and go, "Are you really playing Highway?" Like we're launching jets, playing Highway to the Danger Zone. Since the B-1's the only aircraft that we have that's close to the Tomcat with the swept wing, configuration that still, so we'd play that when we're launching jets. He'd walk up, you're like, "Are you really playing Danger Zone?" Be like, "Yes, we are." Be like, "All right, carry on."
Mike, I feel the same way. I feel old. She's like, I was born when Top Gun came out, and I'm like, oh fuck.
I was not
trying to dig at it. I was just trying to say I didn't realize that was a Navy.
Yeah, movie. I lived in San Diego when that movie came out at Murphy's Canyon, which was down the street from Miramar. So we got to watch them fly a lot. My guidance counselor was one of the pilots that took up the crew. We got to talk to him. He came in and told us about this movie they were making, and they flew up these actors, and they made them, they tried to make them puke as they flew. And I guess they made everyone puke except Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
That dude is pretty. Minus being a Scientologist, he's a pretty badass guy.
What the
I don't even know how to respond to that, Becky.
Because you can't alter your booby sag.
What is going on, Miss Morris?
I can't see him because of my beard.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
Welcome
Hey.
to the
Yeah.
show.
Welcome to the chaos.
We're 30 minutes in, and we're gonna do.
I was
some
going to
memes.
ask, do you have memes?
Yes, I do. So these are short and sweet, but they're very powerful. That's what she said.
Yeah, boom, boom.
1986, the year I enlisted.
Same here.
I was born.
Godfather's
Go.
Lounge game, Saturday 6 to
Oh my.
2:30.
Oh my.
Fish fry. I would avoid the tartar sauce.
Although I'm not going to say I take, I wouldn't claim to take gold medal, but I'm going to place in the top 5 probably. I've been single way too long.
In the top 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not reading that.
Why not?
Nope.
I'm not trying to get
Chicken.
banned.
Yeah.
Speaking of chicken,
Oh.
Eat a clock.
Oh.
I'll be
Oh.
right back.
I love the bottom line: healthy chicken recipes with balls.
Wow.
Balls!
this is for old Coach Gruden.
Right? Oh, I love that meme. When I saw that, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. Just saying.
Tim Tebow's the only one left in the NFL. And this,
That's
since we were talking about it, here we go. Different ways branches avoid IEDs.
Right?
Just kick up your feet. I think the picture would have been a lot better if they actually showed us playing a game of Minesweeper on the computer.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, the old
Because-
Minesweeper game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know in my time it was Bubbles. Remember the bubble game?
Mm-hmm.
We had to shoot the bubbles. I remember walking to one of my buddies, walked to his office and had talked to him about some work shit. And he was on the computer, kind of sitting back, but he looked like intent, like he was doing something. He had his hand on the keyboard too. And I couldn't see what it, like over his monitor. And I'm just watching him. And I'm like, when I walk in, I'm like, you're playing Bubbles. Buddy. He's like, yep. I was like, dude, you look like you're working on something hard. He goes, yeah, exactly. Makes people leave me alone.
When we first started getting computers, we got laptops and it came with Solitaire and Minesweeper.
Yeah.
And like Windows 94, we were like, oh, this is fucking cool,
Oh yeah, we went from our technical orders being paper to being on a laptop, which was just so stupid. And yeah, we did that. But then they had some crew chief was very smart and found out how to network through the base's Wi-Fi for all the computers.
Mm.
And they were playing like Doom and Quake
Nice.
Wow.
on those. So Com had to actually come through and log it down.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
Joy
Yep.
fun killers.
So I looked. Was it Monday? One of my okay, I think he's still is in Leonardwood now as a first sergeant. Yeah, still as a first sergeant now. He just bought an old LMTV that he's going to convert into an RV.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
He got the medic one that has the extending side on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Is
Yeah.
out. And I was like, and I think he said he paid like $6,000 for it.
Oh, at the auctions, they're not
Yeah.
bad. Yeah.
And I was like, man, if I could get an old LMTV to transport alpacas in to like fairs and stuff and have it like vinyl wrapped.
What's
Oh,
the
that'd be
gas
cool.
mileage on that thing though?
Who cares? It's diesel.
I mean, I've driven LMTVs and like crap like that across Afghanistan, and I got pretty far.
I was gonna say they actually get decent.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just wondering.
And Mike,
I think they had like different size tanks you could get fitted to them.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
get like
Down range, I mean, I don't know how many tanks it had. They were huge tanks.
that would be a 2.5. What's 2.5 miles to the gallon?
What?
No, it's gotta be. It is more. It's because even like the Humvees and stuff like that, we would go from Denver to Fort Carson and not and still have a full tank with
Yeah.
the Humvees,
Yeah.
and we had the like ASVs and LMTVs with us in the convoy.
Oh yeah, the ASVs we had downrange, those suckers drove forever.
And
Yeah.
Mike, funny story. When I was out at Carson, I won. I think it was $130 because literally for the whole day, I walked around our motor pool with a clipboard, a cup of coffee, and everybody just left me alone. I'd stop every now and then in front of a vehicle, drink
What is
some
that thing
coffee.
called again? LM what?
LMTV.
LM.
It's one of the newer ones after 9/11.
Lima Mike.
Tango Victor.
That's not how you do tea.
I know. I was like, I couldn't think of it off the top. So I was like, I'll make a tea. I'll make a
I
tea.
was waiting to see if you would get them, and I'm like, that is
What
not.
is
There's some deaf guy
Yeah.
going, this is not a letter. This means time out.
8.5
how do you do
miles
tea?
a gallon.
I don't remember.
That's why I was like, I was trying to like think off the top.
Will use 7,100 in fuel. Whoa.
Oh, tea.
That's tea.
Yeah, he would have got that. Or do you do?
Sign language?
Yeah,
I'm working on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Me too.
Oh,
I have
that
a
would
coach.
be
I
good.
learned something. It was this. I can't remember. And there's another little symbol she did.
Yeah.
On the TikTok live, I was on there with a Marine and that other Nova, and she does sign language.
She's spicy, isn't she?
Yes. Her first so get up in the morning, do whatever. When I finally log on to TikTok, you know how it pops up your whatever FYP. Hers popped up on my FYP, and for the first TikTok in the morning, because she's talking about that song when they talk about I want to gag, I want to choke, blah blah on your throat, and she's like talking about it, and she goes, "No, I have a gag reflex. I'm a willing participant," and all this other stuff, and she goes, "Unless you want me to throw up on your balls," and I'm like, and all I texted was like, "Morning." I'm like, "Good morning, ha ha ha." Thank you for that. That was a lot.
Oh, she's hilarious, and she's the same size as me too. So when she was with kittens, they were walking or they're live and stuff like that. They were walking around her, and that like she just was like cruising around, and people were just like, "Little person." I'm like, no. She always yells, "I'm an adult."
Yep.
Yeah, we still got to get you that I'm an adult shirt so you don't get stranded in 6th grade.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's a couple shirts that it'd be cool to get made just to wear. I have one in the works, but I just need to talk to my t-shirt contact to get it made.
And send me one.
Yes.
Now.
What's Kittens doing? Did she make it to her destination yet?
She is at her in-laws right now.
Awesome.
So she doesn't get her keys to the house for a couple weeks still, right? Let me look at it. I'm not going to say the exact date.
She found a place?
Yeah.
Yep.
They get the keys in 2 weeks.
Gotcha.
About 2 weeks. So yeah, like I messaged her. I know she wants to be on and stuff like that, but like finding a place where there's not chaos
people.
of family and noise.
Felix,
sir,
I'm gonna order probably like 4 of those Dickies shirts and get a couple of like regular hats, and then I'm gonna get I have one of my alpaca hats, and I'm gonna send them to you if you can take them to that lady.
Yeah.
And I'm going to email her the files for her to digitize. But I want to wear
shirt change.
I want to wear business stuff when I go do that live TV interview.
Yeah, I went and bought. I like them. I need to buy another one, but I bought the plaid Dickies button down.
I almost did that the other day.
And I have my logo. I have my logo on it. And matter of fact, the wedding, because I just catered a wedding. and I also officiated it. The wedding I did, I used my plaid shirt and a fedora, and it's nice, dress up, business. And then I just swapped to my work shirt when I started doing the catering. Literally changed hats. I had a fedora and a plaid shirt, and it was like black hat, black shirt, apron. Catering.
I still say you got to pretend you're twins when people walk through and they're like, "Weren't you the guy doing the wedding?" "Oh, that's my twin. He does that. I do food."
It wasn't pretty hard. I was the only black dude there, so.
Yeah, but you could have doubled it and just said you were twins, and nobody would have known.
Did you get the plaid shirt embroidered?
Yeah, I got it embroidered.
How does it look?
It looks amazing. It's
hanging up. I want one.
Because when you're like talking, as you would be talking like to someone business wise, arm lengths apart, you can see the logo really well. But other than that, it just looks like you're wearing a business button down.
What color did you get? What color?
It's blue, like blue, red, and white.
Okay.
So and that also helps hide the logo until you're closer.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to know that. Sorry.
Yeah, I looked at those the other day, and I almost bought some of the Dickies plaid shirts.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one? Wrangler.
You might also want to
plaid work shirt.
You might also want to call them, like call Dickies, because I found out the other day I'm gonna have to call them back. You can actually get a. We have enough to play a game.
I'm an employee now.
We have enough to.
I should not have said that on a day like tonight, mother bitches.
You can get a discount as a business if you're buying shirts for your employees.
Oh, how many do you have to buy though?
I don't think there's a limit, but there's a program for it. So you might want to call them.
Yeah,
and ask.
Let me put that in my phone to call them tomorrow. So I need to hurry up and get them because that thing is on November 11th.
Yeah.
But I need to hurry up and get them.
Wow, that's short notice, bro.
Yeah. I know.
Oh.
I found this.
Playing music.
Koozie.
What is that?
It's a koozie.
The booze.
Here for the booze.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, real quick before I put somebody else into the show. Yes, I had a freaking weird experience, Felix, and you might want to just. But so I got home from taking my son to school today, and my purse in a room that I was not in fell off the couch. Not in a manner that
gravity.
Not in a manner that it fell off the couch. In the manner of it was picked up and dropped because it landed completely upright, like it had been picked up and dropped.
Things.
It was against the back of the couch.
Things can like flip and adjust in your purse, and then
so
flip
how
and land
did it go across the cushion and fall?
Just like a slinky, it just fell and flipped and bounced in.
So I was telling my my family about it, like my mom and my sister. I was just like, I
know for a fact that ghosts cannot interact with things except for a repeller and people. They can't ride side by sides, and you can shoot them with bullets. That's about it. That's all the facts on ghosts.
And a ghost, you can beat up living people with your fists still.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I was telling my mom and my sister about it. My sister was like, "Yeah, you need to bring your sage." Well, I can't find my sage. My sage was actually missing, right? So when I look for it, I can't find it, whatever. So I go and get my child from school and everything else, and I'm looking to put for the ointment for my neck. I find the sage in a box of light bulbs.
Of course, why not?
Yep, you don't smoke weed.
No, I don't.
Of course, I know. So weird. I burn this sage and weird things happen. Sure that sage?
No, I have not.
She's like burning a nug. It's sage.
Oh.
We're getting the evil spirits away. Why do I see the cookie monster?
Yes, miss. And this is another thing. So I've like told my my mom and my sisters about it. It was just like, yeah, so not looking for it, found my sage in a box of light bulbs, which I don't even know what possessed me to even like move the box of light bulbs and like seen it, because like I said, I was looking for ointment. Why am I hungry? What the fuck?
Random comment of the night.
But I know, like I said, Felix, you're more than welcome to tune out. I know you don't like it, but I'm just saying it's a fucking full moon fuckery. Because I'm sitting there getting ready for the show, and I hear "Mom."
Should probably be used to that.
So I go and go to my son and say, "What?" He's like, "What? Like, didn't you just yell for me?"
Your kids are messing with you.
No. He had no idea about the shit that happened to me before. He's like, "No, I didn't yell anything. I didn't call for you because I know you freak out every time I call for you anyway because you're just so like a hovering overprotective person."
My chair just went down by itself. It was a spirit. Has nothing to do with me being a fat ass in gravity.
I used to
stop, dogs.
I used to mess with my mom. Honestly, there's a time in a boy's life where they play jokes on their mom. I told my mom one time that Cornish hen were crows, and so she never wanted to eat them. My dad asked her one night. She's like, "I can't believe you like crow." And my dad just looked at me, and I'm like, "I don't know what she's talking about, Dad."
Yeah,
that's definitely a doesn't happen in my community. That's what gets you hit with a slipper.
Oh, I wanted to read you guys my sister's comment because my sister is pretty much as sarcastic as I am. That I had said that. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Dead ass silent.
Yeah, we hear you.
We're waiting.
Yeah, we were listening.
Oh. She said if Jade ever disappears, it's because she got sucked back into hell instead of the demons in her house. And my mom is like, "Well, there's that."
Right?
No, puppies are just running around doing weird shit. What puppies do, like run up and down the stairs barking at nothing. My dogs don't see ghosts. They see food.
No, it seriously is the full moon. Like, people are just fucking weird on full moons. It has nothing to do with ghosts or anything like that.
Don't forget
freaking emergency like departments, freaking police. People are just weird on full moons. They truly are.
And this is the month of shaman, which is weird for a lot of different people of different faiths and beliefs and stuff like that. So
truly, like if this was a Monday and a full moon, like, Lord, help the ER departments, the law enforcement officers, and anyone first responding. But I'm going to bring in somebody. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi,
Coming to us from the future, Ducky Veteran.
In the year 2000.
Yes, absolutely. Welcome. Oh.
Tell us a little bit about yourself for those that don't know you.
Okay, so I'm Ducky Veteran. I did 13 years in the Royal Australian Navy. Got medically discharged, funnily enough, yesterday, 4 years ago.
Congrats.
So,
4 years.
yeah, I ended up finally getting my 4 years up, and just felt really weird yesterday.
So 4 years, that means you can't get called back up now. Is that like what the 4 year mark is, or what?
No. What it is because I was medically discharged, I'm classified as fully retired.
Oh,
I am not able to get recalled at all to go into the Defence Force.
Nice.
So if they do recall me, I show them my retired ID, and that's it.
Kind of like us waving DD 214.
Yeah, pretty close to it. Yes. No, I've got my full IDs and everything else. So I'm one of the lucky ones that end up not having to worry about it. But I'm sure that there's enough people out there that would happily go back to the Defence Force if we were allowed to. So,
What you talking about, Willis?
yeah. But no, funnily enough, during the move, I actually found something that is from my better half's brother. He ended up serving on an Australian Navy vessel before my other half and I got together.
The fuck is that?
A conch shell.
Conch
Is that a
shell?
boomerang?
That's a conch.
That's a
I'm not seeing it very clearly.
Hang on. Let's see if I can turn the camera around. No, I can't.
hold on one
Sorry.
second.
What it is a conch shell.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
that's really cool.
Nice. Yeah. Man, the
And
detail.
funnily enough, this is the ship that caused a lot of stir here in Australia. It was known as the Love Boat back a few years ago.
Awesome.
We already went that way.
Oh,
matter what.
It
No
went
matter
that
what.
it really did go that way. But as people have said and asked, I'm now walking out into my backyard. I
Congratulations.
actually have a backyard again.
Nice.
So my kids are able to run around.
And get attacked by
grass.
random giant animals that try to kill them, and small
Yeah.
animals that want to kill them.
So, but no,
And the
it's
koala bears give them random.
it's actually a really nice
STDs.
area where I am. I can
And the sun wants to melt
sit
them.
outside. I can have beers. I can do all sorts of things.
So it's
And
like you're in
then,
America.
It just means that I've got a little bit more room.
Yeah. Nice.
That's the
Yes.
closer
So-
you're gonna get to America.
Yeah,
but-
well, we don't have acres of room, but
Or guns.
I've got a nice view.
Nice.
Nice.
What
So,
do you
as
call
you can tell,
that?
everyone,
a rock.
as you can tell, it's in the middle of the morning, and yeah, we've got a nice, bright, sunny day.
Yeah, but aren't you guys still not allowed to go anywhere?
So I missed that.
Some areas.
It depends where you're at in Aussies. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
like one-
they're gonna watch us, and then you're gonna see guys coming in black helicopters to take him away. He's gonna get black bagged on live.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's
Yeah, right?
Watch for Ducky.
there's some
I'm
areas.
kidding.
There's some areas of Aussie that are like you can only go 15 kilometers from your house, and then there's other ones that it's just like the wild, wild west. Go do what you want, you know.
Well, that's Western
And then
Australia.
there's other places that you can't go back home without the
Quarantining.
peppers.
Yeah.
Well, as of yesterday, they actually have allowed the international travel as long as you're double vaxxed into New South Wales.
Okay.
As long as you're double
So-
vaccinated.
Yep. So the Pfizer vaccine has a
So-
double dose of vaccine. So if you've got the proof of that, you're able to fly in and fly out of New South Wales.
We got to skirt along with the topic, YouTube. But so do y'all? Just a genuine question: do y'all have the Johnson and Johnson? Because it's like the one and done.
Not yet.
Okay,
Not yet.
so that's what you're saying with like
We
the
have
double.
heard that it is coming, but not just yet.
Okay, it was just a question
I'll
out of curiosity.
send
We could-
all of it to you, all the vaccines you want.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang up off of the phone, and I'll jump back in on the laptop. Okay, guys?
Cool.
Good to go.
Sounds good.
You have the link. Yes. So that is our new resident Aussie that is honorary co-host. Would you say? Co-host?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think-
He's been on.
I don't like.
He been on enough.
He's just a member of the Crossroads.
Yeah. He's a rotating
Just
member.
saying,
Of the
like it
Crossroads.
just sounds weird to me saying like co-host because it's just
He's like
doesn't
he's
really-
like Ed McMahon was to Johnny Carson.
our vibe really isn't like I don't call American a co-host. We like I'm your host, but it's like we're all your hosts. Right. Anyway, that happened.
Sorry. Sorry, that was me. As you can tell, I was watching the stream and then being able to cause mischief, as I usually do.
Yeah.
But at least here in the new house, even though it's a 3-bedroom, it's got enough room for the kids to play around.
Yes.
It's got the lawn area, and then on the other side of the sleep out, it's actually got another lawn area where the clothesline is, where the Hills Hoist, which is an Australian invention to rotate your clothes, and it spins around in a circle.
Yeah.
We
They
call
had
that
those
we call that a clothesline here in the States.
Yeah,
We've
it's a
got
clothesline.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we had those in when we were living in Puerto Rico. Navy housing still had the spinner,
Puerto Rico.
and it had the 2T posts with lines through them. And as a kid, I remember going out there, and that was like a really shitty jungle gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what we actually call
Practice for a stripper pole.
when we were a lot younger, we used to have a game called Goon of Fortune. And what you would do is you would strap a bag of cask wine or a bag of wine onto the clothesline, and you'd have 4 of them and spin the clothesline, and whichever one stopped on you, you had to have a drink of.
Wow.
Yeah.
You never knew what you were going to be drinking.
Or you guys could have just got hammered without the clothesline.
Yeah, but you got to have some fun.
Sounds similar to King's Cup.
Never played it.
No,
I didn't drink when I was a kid.
I
did,
say, I gotta
but not
try
like
and
that.
remember it, because it's just
Being
plucks
from
you up.
Louisiana, you can actually drink with your family when you're younger, at like on your family's property and whatnot. TJ knows, and so I remember sitting up to the table eating crawfish, having a Budweiser right there for me to drink as I ate mackerel fish and everything else. Beer pong, that's a very disgusting game.
No, you play with water.
Well, I understand that part, but I've seen people that didn't play with water.
That don't play with water.
Yeah, and that ball's like flying around, but you're just like, bloop.
TJ
Nope.
got that bougie water.
What does he have? Voss? Is he drinking
No.
Voss
Yeah,
water?
he's got bougie water. Icelandic, isn't it? I like that kind.
What's 8.88?
That's the pH of it when it comes out of the spring.
So you're drinking.
That's the. I'm
Stolen
actually.
water?
I need to tell baby Jesus about that type of water, because it is like Fuji level.
I like
It's better than that
I like-
to me.
I like Fiji water. Why is it better?
It just tastes a whole lot better.
It's good. When
Like, I
I found
normally
it,
don't drink
like I
bottled
got a
water.
little one of it when I found it, because I've just been trying different water, because I'm trying to be like, I've been trying to freaking drink as much water as physically possible every day.
Marlene, are you still here? Mother Reaper.
But
Yeah.
when I found that, I was just like, I say it's better than did I say Fuji? It's Fiji.
Yeah.
Fiji.
Fiji.
I worked at
it's-
Mount Fuji for a couple years, the hibachi place, but it's Fiji, the Fiji water that like
Yeah.
baby Jesus is like, he swears by it. I'm like,
And our
I love it.
7-Eleven,
No.
well, it's not our 7-Eleven.
Well, now I
7-Eleven
drink
on the other side of the ferry
Perrier.
carries it.
or San Pellegrino.
I got this thing in my
when
kitchen.
I find that, I buy it.
I turn it this way and it fills a cup or a jar or a bottle, and then I can just,
Becky, what is that called?
Water.
What he's talking about?
His
Is it
water.
Tap or a faucet?
Tap water.
Yeah, it's
Well,
tap water.
It's tap water, but what it comes out of?
A tap.
No, it comes out of the faucet.
No, it's a tap.
It is not.
We're at the top of the
It's a
hour.
tap.
Like
It's
bathrooms
a
have
tap.
faucets, but
It's-
you're like
I know
kitchen
that
is a
it's I know
faucet
that it's tap
or a
water,
tap.
but majority is it's a faucet.
Or a
The
spigot.
whole thing is a faucet.
The whole network of it is called a faucet.
And those are taps.
Yes.
Because they tap into the water.
Yes. And a lot of the time you have what here in Australia we've actually got called a mixer tap. So it has both hot and cold going into the tap and it
That's
comes
a
out.
faucet.
No,
comes
it's
out
not.
warm.
It's a tap.
No.
You don't
You'll
call
have,
it a
like-
beer
you'll have
faucet
two
when you
different
go
freaking
to a restaurant.
Taps. For hot
It's
and
not
cold,
a beer
yeah?
faucet. It's a beer tap.
One
Yeah.
spigot.
Is
No,
it?
a spigot.
Yeah,
Is it
it's time,
different.
Dave.
Roll that beautiful beard footage.
Yeah, as foolish as we are. Oh yeah, we danced till the sun came up. Oh yeah, we danced till the sun came up.
Woo! So, how you guys doing? Sauce Boss here, talking about some new things that have been happening with Beard BQ sauce. A lot of people already know this. Food truck, 4 to 6 weeks delayed. Boo! Hiss. But
When
I
are you
did
coming to
find
Australia?
never, ever,
Why?
because I'm
for a
never
little
getting
puppet.
vaccinated.
Too many things want to kill you in
I'm
Australia.
not worried about the
Y'all
stuff that wants to
realize
kill
that-
you, but I
y'all
can't go to the
realize that
country.
fucking
I'll
10
have
years
to I have
from
to
now,
walk
this
around in
shit
like a
ain't gonna
NASA
be
suit,
shit.
being the only unvaccinated human in Australia, looking at all the
Okay,
people
here we go.
change.
Speaking
But-
of things trying to kill you,
Hold
I
up,
have
Ducky.
I have a spider hole out the
No,
front of
no,
my house.
no.
Hold up.
All right, Ducky, let him do his.
So we do have the new coffee sauce.
Yes.
Just got here. This
Ooh,
is
I
the
like that bottle.
pre-production of the coffee sauce. So if you get on our website, you can actually get it for a little bit of a discount right now until once these are gone, they're gone. It'll be back up to the normal price of $14 a jar.
Because
But
Felix had an Air Force moment and forgot what the pricing was.
Well, no, I just mispriced it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But this is a new coffee. I think we have like 12 or 15 of these left. My boy Roger, who is Beard BQ's first, we have our first actual ambassador. He gets product, he does social media posts. He bought his own work shirt originally, and you
Is
told me
your
to hold up.
the Bet for Life 20%
What?
good or not? The
Yeah,
Bet
that
for Life
Yeah,
code?
the promo code. Yes, the promo code's good. It's either between 20 or 15%, depending on the day. I don't know exactly what it's at, but you would get a little discount if you use that promo code. But I also got to do something really cool and made myself some more Reaper trying new jars.
yeah.
So we have 42 of these bad boys, actually 44 of these bad boys in stock. But this is Reaper in the new jar, new process of hot pouring it at 190 degrees. You put it in a jar, lock the lid on. You let it sit upside down for like 2 minutes. Then you turn it back up and you just leave it alone. And Bob's your uncle. You are done.
Where to
And
God with this banana pudding?
and banana pudding is partly baked. Anyway, so we just restocked this, and Reaper is going to be limited release until we can find a co-packer that can actually, because Mark can't pack this because he has open kettles, open kettle style. I do have a system.
That would kill everybody in that.
It would, and I need him to stay alive because without Mark, we wouldn't be where we're at right now. I'm just saying, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
But so we have a really big show coming up this weekend.
Mark's
Country
still in here,
Junkin',
but Mark,
they're-
we appreciate and love you.
Yes,
You
thank
know,
you.
They are one of the places I used to go and hawk, or like I say, sling my sauce. And they graciously still let me come because it's a place where it's not supposed to be any like, well, I'm technically not a third party company like Cincy or those other companies. It's still mine, even though it is handmade, but it's not homemade. And Country Junkin' is one of those spots that are homemade. But since I'm local and I started it in South Dakota and I am the owner that's selling it, they let me in. And so we have a pretty big show. So that's what we're going to be dependent on is recurring sales. We need to get our online sales up because of the food truck, because even though I don't have it, I'm still paying for it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome and amazing. Working on Amazon. So if there's any Amazon pros out there, hit me up. And I'm working on trying to get my online shipping or international shipping or international distribution going. So one of those two things are kind of, I'm plugging away, occasionally poking and reading, and I'm trying to find, and what it's going to take is someone that knows someone that is already like in the system. So I have a guy that I'll be talking to after I get off here for a little bit, maybe, or tomorrow, about some connections in that realm. But here is Mr. Roger. He is BeerBQ's ambassador. He made this little ditty.
Yeah, he's got.
Yeah. Yep. That's who you thought it was. It was Will Smith. He said, use BeerBQ.
Yep. He makes some good BeerBQ or some good tiki-takis using BeerBQ. He's got a nice setup, and his daughter is awesome.
Yep, she was a young lady who got really good grades, and for her good grades, he went and bought her own grill, Weber kettle, and he does like it's a father-daughter thing where they, he made her an account. He's her cameraman. She talks about cooking. That's all it is. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. So I literally sent her a box of stuff. That's like, congratulations, welcome, because it's really weird. Women in barbecue get a lot of hate. And I kind of want to talk to the guys that are hating. Like, did your mom not cook? Because the first cooks were women. The reason men are more chefs is because the way the world worked at the time and kind of still works, men are outside of the home and they have that ability to go out,
the hunters and the
do
foragers.
those things. Well, but just to become a chef, it's hard to become a chef when you're taking care of kids. The dynamic of the world is changing, but men were able to go out and make money doing that. But it's like there's a lot of amazing women out there doing barbecue, and I want to help foster her love of barbecue and bring another female into the realm of it and show them that all dudes aren't dicks.
Yeah. Well, what
Right.
I thought what was funny was while Roger was filming it and she's unpacking the box, and he was like, "Your dad ain't even got one of them hats yet." I just cracked up laughing. Yeah.
I sent her a hat. I have some T-shirts that are all smaller sizes for friends that none of my friends can fit. Maybe Dave might be able to put one on, and probably not even. So I was like, "Oh, perfect," And so I sent her a T-shirt, hat, some sauces and seasonings.
Nice.
And
that was cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. She was super excited, So yeah, just trying to spread the positivity and love and get those sales up, because our new account on TikTok is steadily growing. We're getting bigger every day.
That coffee seasoning sauce, I got to tell you, bro, I went over to BK and for some reason I felt like getting rabbit food. And they asked me if I was feeling okay. And I'm like, I'm trying to eat healthy. He's like, you're at Burger King, right? So anyway, I come home, grab the salad, throw a little bit of that coffee seasoning on there. Bro, seriously, you got to try some of that coffee seasoning on a side salad or something. It's unbelievably good.
Well, yesterday I made smoked peaches.
I saw that.
Sliced them in half, took the seed out, sprinkled them with some of the coffee seasoning, dropped a dollop of honey in the center, put them on the smoker at 250 for almost 30 minutes, and took them out, and then topped it with vanilla bean Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
Oh, yeah, that looked
And
good.
Only thing, and I talked to a chef I know, and she told me next time blanch the peaches so you can get the skin off.
Yeah.
That was the only part of the whole procedure that didn't really go well, because when you had, you're eating them and then you get some of that skin. So I like my peaches without fuzz on them.
So I'm not even going to go there, bro. I'm sorry.
Gotta go. Really busy.
What's the song?
I will. He
Peaches.
likes his peaches, and they're a little bit furry.
They will put that. Peaches come from a
Who
can.
said they wanted to
will
be
put that
supported?
in
You
a
can't even sing the song the right way.
Well, I was
He likes bald
moving to
peaches.
the country. We're going to eat us a lot of peaches.
Who's
I
You're
had
welcome.
when my engineer unit first went co-ed, one of the first females we got was a medic. And so we're used to going to the field with all guys. We didn't have a freaking tent or nothing for the can. You know, we just went by a tree, by the truck, whatever, dug a hole. Well, now we got a female, so now we got to put up a tent so she can go do women things, which, okay, cool, whatever. They stuck her in my vehicle. This was the only CD she had. She's this like hippy dippy 20-year-old from California that's a medic and trying to figure out why she's in a combat engineer unit.
Yeah, and I learned how to get seeds out of peaches too. Yeah.
I took
Well,
that
never-
freaking
never
CD
did.
and went, oh, damn.
Yep. Usually putting seeds in them, but I learned to get them.
Y'all,
Oh, boom, boom, boom.
barbecuesauce.com.
Is where you can find all our fantastic things. I love those graphics.
That is pretty cool graphics.
They are amazing. They are awesome.
All right,
TJ.
TJ got to roll out. Boo.
I was just going to ask
now we can't.
any updates
wait.
from you.
Any updates for me?
Yes. The
Um,
alpaca pimp.
Alpaca pimping.
Let's say Wednesday. Yesterday we had our first official visitors to the farm. It went super great. Hold on, I'll show you. I did find, after searching and searching and searching, an integration for the website where people can pre-book the experience
Oh, nice.
for coming to feed the alpacas. You can feed the alpaca and have like one-on-one time with an alpaca, and then you
Whoa.
pay a little bit more.
All right. Do you provide lube?
Your mom does.
Oh, yes, she does. Gallons of Vaseline. It's a black thing.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, having that kid
Yeah.
on a murderous animal like the alpaca.
It's not
Oh,
murderous.
just
That's
funnily
They're
enough.
territorial.
just
He's not
before
gonna murder
TJ
you.
goes,
Look at that.
Well, there are Australian alpaca. Cool.
Nice.
Alpacas in Australia.
so back in
TJ, keep
19
in mind that the Australians lost 2 wars to emus.
Yeah.
That still cracks me up. Like, you guys lost it to flightless birds.
Yep.
But
they
seriously,
run
like
fast.
You've got weapons.
And
Like
they're
bullets.
actually
honestly, they are an evil fucking bird. Like,
and they're
not
puffier.
gonna lie.
They're puffier than
No, it's those castaways that are the evil ones.
sheep or
Cassowary.
alpaca.
Both
Yeah.
of them. Both of them.
I need to find the photo.
Right, TJ. Thank you so much for joining in with us.
Yeah,
I
I'll
hear you
talk to
gotta
you later,
run.
brother.
Go
Yeah.
do the dad thing.
Yep.
Always welcome to join back in. Hopefully
You'll be
next
a
time
positive role model, so we'll
we'll be able to
I don't know
play a
about
game
that,
of
but-
Family Feud.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys. Have a great evening.
Peace.
Good night.
Night.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, them things. No. Fillet that
Okay,
fillet
so
that
I
thing like a
follow-
turkey.
I follow a lady on TikTok that has 2 emus, and the female, she like Thor, like.
Oh yeah, she stops her from coming up. She runs up and she's like,
the female is out to freaking kill her. Seriously.
She does that
Yeah.
Jedi, that crocodile Dundee Jedi mind trick, and it just stops at her. Yeah.
I think how's this then, guys? As bad as it sounds, the female will lay the eggs, but it's up to the male to incubate and raise the young.
Yes.
So whenever you see
I
an
like
emu,
this. Emus.
whenever you see an emu actually walking around with chicks, it's actually a male. And yes, I am a pusser.
I was just gonna
And,
say, what is this?
It's a Navy thing.
And
It's a Navy thing.
Well,
It must
okay,
be.
come on. You can't
It's
say
an
you,
Aussie Navy thing.
no. What does that look like from a distance?
Yeah,
Okay.
looks like a conch shell.
Yeah.
that
And
is, it is a
replace
conch
Hey,
shell.
hey, we do have a younger audience in the building, y'all. Just
the views expressed
Keep in
on
mind.
Crossroads are not intended on all of the hosts.
so you'll know, because we're skirting.
Oh, we can
It-
talk about that
this
later
entire-
too.
What?
But
Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat at a slide
You
of
gotta
peaches.
glare.
That money?
that is an
Is that Al
Australian
Pacino?
$100 bill that I
Is that Al
bought
Pacino?
over in Dubai.
Is that
That Al Pacino?
So wait, you bought Australian money in Dubai, being from Australia.
Yes, because it is gold leaf.
So your $100
It's a
bill has
gold
gold leaf
leaf.
on it?
No, our $100 bills are green. But when we were traveling the world, you could go into a few of the stalls in Dubai and pick up $100 bills. Not only did they have Australian, they also had American. My American one is missing.
Oh,
Find the person counting out their new Pokemon cards. He's like, gosh.
he's like, oh,
Like-
blimey.
Oh, goodness.
Little miss, my son is the same
I have
age,
to look
but
at my
I
son's
just
pocket.
Oh no.
oh no. Oh, I didn't have enough storage right now to record this episode.
It's happened to a buddy of mine. He was just like,
You don't have
Realization.
storage.
Hey,
You
Yeah.
can't put it in anymore.
Lots
Ooh.
of sauce.
oh, did you get that from Spicy Crouton?
yes, she sent me one just for sharing her stuff and all of that. And I was like, I just love how there's antlers and flowers and it's on a music sheet.
Yeah, she does art on music sheets.
She does some
What
way cool
song
stuff.
is it on?
It doesn't, it's, I don't know, it's in Greek. You ever hear that joke about I can speak any language? Go ahead, ask me.
Yeah.
And then somebody says something.
Somebody says that.
Yeah, and it's
Greek.
like, I don't know, it all sounds like Greek to me.
So
But yeah, it's
There
just,
you go.
yeah. I can recognize a couple words, but like, yeah, no. But no, it's,
No, I was just curious. I'm not like.
Yeah.
saying, well, you should know what you're.
she does have some that she does that on though. But yeah, she's done like elephants, giraffes, owls.
Oh, yeah, she does flowers, primarily flowers, but
Really?
Them, yeah,
Oh,
them,
yeah.
them Bob Ross people just amaze me. Her and
her
Master
name is actually, it's not Spicy Crouton, it's
Savory Crouton.
Savory Crouton,
Savory.
but I always call
Yeah.
her Spicy.
And she does have a Facebook page for Creative Crouton. I can't remember. It's like 3 C's. But yeah, she's like her and Master of None Artistry. Them two, the Bob Ross artsy people. Like, how do you look at something and then poof, it's cool? You know.
Drugs. Massive amounts of barbiturates.
Bro, I'm not that artsy and I do lots of drugs. Just saying.
I was
You just
gonna
don't
say,
know.
We are not saying that these two artists are on drugs.
No, we're saying I am.
Just because you're stepping on your nipples.
Gonna be a lot of peaches. God, that song's stuck in my head.
Bro, I had to listen to it. I had to listen to it for 4 days straight in a 5-ton.
Yeah, the song that is stuck in my head. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go, Brandon. Can we not say that?
No, I'm just
Well,
getting it stuck
we
in
still-
y'all's
we
head.
still can say it now.
Yes,
but
Bob
who knows
Ross was
what-
Air Force, and I listened
Well,
to a
and
Mike Rowe.
Canadians are actually being told not to say it.
Yeah.
I was listening to a Mike Rowe, The Way I Heard It podcast, where he actually went over Bob Ross's military career. And Bob Ross wasn't always so nice.
Yeah, he was a badass.
He was a
I
badass
was
in
gonna
the
say,
Air
wasn't
Force.
Bob Ross a
TI. I think he was a TI
Yeah.
or some kind of trainer or something like that, because he told the people that talked like the way he told the story was from the third person, and it was about a guy who one late night years later was drinking, sit on a sofa, flipping through the channels, and half asleep, and he hears this voice that he remembers from like basic or his first tech school, and he wakes him up like, what? Like, why am I hearing this on TV? And he looks, and it's his old instructor with a big afro painting happy trees. And he was like, what the hell?
There's no mistakes. And he says it so calmly too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I love the Saturday Night Live parody, because he wasn't in the military, but it was like Bob Ross has a Vietnam flashback as he's painting. And he's like, happy little trees. We're going to put in the trees, in the bush. We got the GIs on patrol in the bush, and on the bush. And then there's Gook. And then he goes through and starts talking about like a battle. He goes, and he comes out, and he hits the wire, and he steps on the landmine. And he starts getting all crazy and painting all wild. It's hilarious. You got to look it up. It's like the Saturday Night Live Bob Ross. It's an old one. Saturday Night Live Bob Ross skit. And he's just like the happy. I think it's Will Ferrell, actually.
I think he did do Bob Ross, because they've done it more than once. They've had a couple of different Bob Ross skits.
But it's like him having a Vietnam flashback as he's painting. It's pretty hilarious.
Little Miss Amber.
Oh, bummers.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Ooh, can you smoke it?
Armageddon!
Jesus. Felix.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was thinking gerbil.
Miss Amber, I'm sorry that they can't fucking keep it together.
No, that is
Yes.
that is
Losing-
a pretty
I'm sorry, but
Losing your guinea pig, little one.
yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. I know.
I have 5 dogs, and if I lost one of those, I'd
Especially-
be very, very sad.
Yes, no,
especially
well,
recently losing.
Tuco.
yes.
That's who pushed your
Definitely.
purse over.
Tuco is
I-
still trying to kill
Hid
you
my-
from the afterlife.
Hid my sage and left it open. What the?
So if you're walking somewhere and you randomly trip,
Tuco.
I truly do trip over here. But yes, little
Well, at
Miss
least it's
Amber,
not
I'm
something else
sorry
you're
for your
tripping
loss,
over.
babe. That's hard to hear. And know that they're
we cover up our tears with humor.
yes. It's
We
something
try
that
to.
do.
I don't know about the rest of y'all, but being a veteran, they taught us how to compartmentalize, and stuff like that goes right to the back part of the room and like gets locked away and doesn't get opened up quite a bit. So
Only thing that
humor
opens it up
is
is like certain songs or
right.
like
Smells, songs.
smells, songs, and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
Y'all
nothing
heard me
like
that she's 12, yeah?
yeah, like I'm saying, it's not that we're losing a pet's bad. I lost 2 in 1 week. It sucks, Jade lost Cricket. I'm sure everybody else
Jade lost Cricket.
No, Jade lost.
lost?
Jade lost
I'm
Cricket.
lost. I'm lost. Jade lost Tuco.
Jade what part of
Wow.
Jade?
Stuff's
What part
down
is
in the
that?
deep south.
Man, I'm gonna have to talk to my guy and get some more of that stuff.
Put
Jade
it
lost Cricket,
down.
though.
Felix lost the sauce boss.
Step away from the pipe, Si. Step away from the pipe.
They have rescue guinea pigs.
Oh, yeah, bro, you would not believe what your local animal rescue league would have as rescue animals. Like here in Des Moines, there's two ostriches up for rescue here in Des Moines. You got to have like acres and certified and a barn and stuff. But yeah, somebody had ostriches. They got busted. There was like 62 animals, everything from guinea pigs to ostriches. And now they're all at the Animal Rescue League up for adoption.
2 Texas stories of how wild Texas is. First story, kids are looking for an abandoned house to go, get drunk, drink, and do smoke some
Get
smoke
drunk
some
and drink.
stuff. Yeah, but they're looking for an abandoned house to do this in. And so they go into this quote unquote abandoned home. And when they're in there, they smell something kind of weird and smells like a barn. Well, they go into the basement of this home and there are caged tigers and lions. in this home.
Rawr.
Like, rawr.
Big
And I
roars.
think it's that they saw that, so they called. One was a raid, I think the police
Oh.
did, and they raided the house for something. And when they raided the house, the lion got out, and it was like running through the tiger's running through the neighborhood, because the guy died or something, and it like broke out. And so the police are literally hunting, like they're like looking for people, like, how do you hunt a tiger? Like they're trying to asking questions. How do you hunt a tiger? How do you hunt? Like, how do you do that? I'm just thinking of the people like you're cooking in your backyard on the smoker, you're flipping your burgers, and you got a beer, and all of a sudden a tiger just kind of jumps over the fence and runs across your yard, and you're like,
Did you
pour it
know
out.
that tigers
honey, I
actually
quit drinking.
tigers can actually like produce a sound at the vibrations of the sound will actually like cause you to like be paralyzed?
That's just called fear.
Yeah, I was gonna
Well,
say
no. There is the fear,
their
and-
paws are like that big. I
but
mean,
their vocals can hit a level that it actually will like
Resonate with the lizard part of your brain and
right
lock you up.
Yeah.
that paralyzes you. I never
Yep.
knew that about it, and it's also
You-
a random.
They can
fact that
try
I
it because
know-
my lizard part of my brain is also equipped with.
did you hear? I think it's
He's
something
gonna
like-
eat me with a sore mouth.
I think it's in Connecticut or it's up in that New England area where they've got like 2 or 4 wild zebras
Spider-Man.
running around.
Another Aussie.
Yeah, so we used to go TDY to Whiteman a
The
lot.
Aussies
So I
is
was on
really starting to come into this place, aren't they now?
I was a B2 guy, so we driving from Oklahoma City to Missouri, and we're driving like literally. We take a different route just to see, And one of them passes field, and no shit, there's like 3 zebras in the field, and I'm like, and we go to get gas. I'm like, do you guys see those zebras in the field? They go, yes. I am glad you said something.
I thought it was me.
Like everyone was
Okay.
like sitting there, like we're in there paying for our gas, and I'm like, I just randomly go, "Do you see those zebras in that field?" And my buddy goes, "Dude, I wasn't gonna say anything."
Well,
All right, here we go.
what's
Here
funny
we go.
is,
Got a
is,
story
is
for
wait,
you.
What's funny is these zebras are running around loose around this town, right? And they haven't been able to catch them. And so their great idea is to let other zebras loose to hopefully make a herd so that they can all. And I'm like, you're just going to
Right.
add to the zebra population, people. You ain't been able to catch 2 of them. How
We
you going
can't
to catch
catch-
5 of them?
We're missing a tiger. Let's release more tigers so they can have a pride, and then once they pack up, they can't hide.
Yeah, right.
Sounds dumb as shit. Because zebras are mean.
Yeah.
That's why they don't tame them, because they can't be.
Okay, here we go for a cop story.
Well, Madagascar, he was tame.
Yeah, here in
Talking
Australia,
about
here in South
cartoon.
Australia, my brother-in-law is a police officer, and here in South Australia, where the Holden factory, which funnily enough shut down 4 years ago, same day I retired, he was a police officer in Elizabeth. So he's going through driving through the back streets of Elizabeth, and sure enough, he's driving down one street, and the guy on this passenger goes, "Was that a donkey I just saw? Or was that a pony?" And he's going, "No, it can't have been." They do a loop, turn around, come back, and sure enough, it's a pony. And so they go, okay. So they go off for a job, and they come back to there, and they go, there's a guy sitting out the front drinking a beer, and the cops pull up, get out, and go, got a question. Was there a pony or a horse here? And the guy goes, yeah, he lives out in the backyard. And they're like, huh? And they're like, yeah, sure enough. So they end up walking, and then all of a sudden they hear this clop, 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 clop on the wooden floorboards. And yeah, sure enough, a pony walks out through the front door and comes and starts eating the grass out the front. And they're like, the cops turn around and go, fuck, you've got a pony here. I'm surprised you're not charging $2 for pony rides to kids.
No kidding.
Sure enough, 2 days later, my brother-in-law drives back past the same section, and a little A4 sign is out the front. $2 for pony rides. Endorsed by the police, South Australian Police Force.
Nice.
Where did Cricket go?
She
Trying
went
to
off to
find
the
her
loo.
Jade.
Think she needed another drink?
No, probably. Okay, so Julie, South Australia, yeah, where you have to register your Nerf guns. No, that is the airsoft rifles now here in South Australia because
Nerf guns.
yeah, too many people were running around with them getting arrested. We had 15 arrests in one day with an airsoft rifle.
Wow.
Really?
Well, back in the States, back in the day when they first started coming out with them little plastic pellet guns.
Oh
They-
my God.
Remember, they looked so real. People were getting shot.
Yeah, kids got shot.
Yeah.
Do you remember the original black laser tag guns with
Yeah.
the red light down the side? Yeah. There was a kid who got shot way back in the day because a cop showed up at a park where they were doing laser tag and the kid turned a gun and pointed it at him.
Well, I remember
Yeah,
when
so,
the lasers first started coming out and people would freak out because they'd see that red dot and they're like looking around, dropping real low.
I need to find the video. 1 second. There's a video. I think these people do pranks in South America.
Western Bulldogs or WLB? Sorry, Julie, what? WLB. But I know that everyone thinks that Victoria and New South Wales are idiots because they can't organise a route in a brothel. Seriously, the thing is that here in South Australia and also Western Australia, we haven't got as bad as restrictions have over in New South Wales. And when we ended up having a case here in South Australia, we went into lockdown. 2 weeks later, we were out of lockdown. That's because we understood. Oh, weapon. Yep. Yeah. Yes. So, yeah, the weapons licensing branch, yeah, I can understand that. They're, but here in Adelaide, they're run by the police as well.
All right, I got the
Sorry, y'all,
video.
I had to jump
So I'm going to
out
try to
because-
screen share. Hope you guys can hear it. But this is a video. We were talking about lasers. These guys do this prank, and you might have seen it. I think it's like in South America where
Night,
they do
Mikey.
it.
Hang on. It's a laser for $1 million.
I don't know. Let me know if you can hear it. Well, if you can't, they take the laser, they put it on
Good
someone.
audio.
Run away!
I like this light skip away.
Oh yeah, we used to do that same thing with the laser pointers out of MTP. Freak out the grunts. That's funny.
You know, we're
like
too
this.
like I would not even be in the frame. I would have been around the corner. Yeah, that's when you know you're too. He's like, get moving.
Yeah. All you're gonna see
Well,
is one of them.
the noise that they're making, is that audible to the people
Yeah,
around them?
it's audible
Yeah.
to the people around them. They hear a gunshot.
Yeah, all you'd see of me is one of them cartoon little smoke things as I'm darting right or left away.
But in all honesty,
Guy, all you would have to do is turn sideways. They wouldn't be able to see you. You're thin as paper.
That dope. Oh, those pranks. And those aren't even the most
I
funny
don't like
ones.
that one.
Those aren't the most funny ones though. They have a smaller laser and they do it. And like, I just say, I don't know. I think that one actually is in America, but they need to watch out for good night.
Night, Amber.
They just need to watch out. If they do it in the wrong city, they might get return fire.
No kidding, yeah, right?
Michael.
Imagine one of them guys at the bus stop sees the guy drop after he hears that, and he pulls out and starts, popping around downrange recon by fire.
Mm-hmm.
grabbing the fallen and like finding cover.
Yeah, trying to use him for cover.
Yep. Yeah, that can, like the one Russian guy who played like a zombie in the hood, and he came to like a basketball court acting like a zombie, and this dude's on the court and he runs to his bag and he pulls his gun out and starts shooting at him. Oh,
I love the one where the guy
because he didn't even get in trouble because it was fear for life. He was dressed with blood on his face and ripped up clothes, and he running into the hood until like the chained up, the gated basketball court.
Pterodactyl.
Taro.
Well, I like the one where the guy gets like all ghillie suited up and looks like a bush, and then jumps out as people walk by.
He
I followed.
fucking got me.
And you
He
see the
got
one.
me.
Yeah, you see the one guy that just like lays him out like that, and the dude backs up and goes, "Whoa, hold on,"
He
Yeah.
got me in Vegas.
Was it that guy though?
What it was one of the Bushmen that in Vegas we were walking along, and Rob said that he saw him, but didn't say shit to me.
Yeah.
Thought it would be fucking funny, even though I like shoved Rob aside because like when he came up, went away from him.
Yeah.
And,
I still think it's funny. I saw one the other day, and it's the guy in the bush and everything, and there's a female that comes up and goes, "Is that a guy in a bush?"
Oh yeah, and it scares the girl next to her, and it still scared her.
Exactly.
I even-
When you see both of them jump.
Yeah, she goes, "I saw it." And
I
it still scared her.
saw one gal that
Yeah.
he tried to jump at her, and she spun and did a freaking roundhouse kick at him and almost laid him out. Yeah, his pterodactyl, your kid's freaking awesome. She's got college wrapped up.
oh, I say Olympia.
That is badass.
College first, then Olympics.
She can go Olympian before college.
Yeah, you can do an Olympian before college. You can do Olympian
True.
while you're in college.
True. You can do
Technically-
both.
Technically, America
Congratulations,
and the
Carol.
world cheats at basketball because technically basketball is supposed to be only collegiate athletes because you're not supposed to be paid.
Just like baseball in the Olympics.
Well, the thing is, the rules are so fuzzy because in Olympics, technically, like Mike Tyson can't be an Olympian anymore because he got paid for fighting,
Exactly.
but they don't have the same rules for basketball.
Oh, it's real fuzzy. And the reason they changed it was because the USA was getting their asses kicked in basketball. And they're like, we got these guys making millions of dollars. Let them on the freaking team. And then boom, Team Dream with Michael Jordan and all of that happened.
Yeah, we don't really have the dream team anymore, unfortunately, because all the people that are in the NBA are from overseas and they go back and play for their own
And
countries.
they go back and play for their own countries, right? Yeah.
Half of them are from Australia.
Who? Basketball players?
No, a lot of them are from Europe.
Europe.
You got a few.
I ain't seen no
Australians in
Australian basketball players.
Some of
I'll
them,
believe
them weird 11 consonant named countries.
I do follow your one guy from F1 racing, though. The
there.
Australian.
Which one?
Well, there's the one that was in that TV show Netflix, F1.
Mm-hmm.
I like that
Yeah.
show. Yeah, pretty cool kid.
So we are actually over an hour and a half. Mother bitches have not shown this yet. So if y'all are new here, we are the Crossroads on Veterans Anonymous. You can catch Veterans Anonymous, twitch.tv vets anon. which my child says we're not streaming on Twitch, but yes, we're on Twitch. YouTube Veterans Anonymous, and like I have said before, go like, subscribe to us just in case our book goes down. Facebook Veterans Anonymous 22. We do have shows Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Scramjet you can catch on Tuesdays with W, Uncle Si, the American, and the Trader. Just kidding. Cuddling Kittens. Wednesday nights you can catch us here on the Crossroads with myself, the Combat Cricket, Uncle Si, the American, Cuddling Kittens, our honorary. Is it honorary? Ducky from Down Under. That was
Yeah,
a horrible impersonation. Sorry.
just because I go deep down south.
Ooh.
And filling out the week for Veterans Anonymous with your safety brief, our two favorite Marines with Full Metal Clan Eaters. That is with Tommy Indifferent and Baby Jesus, who is currently running across the country, and he is close to home. He's in Ohio now. Yeah?
I think Saturday they're doing something big in his home or in Tommy Indifference town. I think
Right?
either his hometown
I
or
believe
Tommy's.
I believe he's in Ohio. He will be with Tommy this weekend, which is amazing because he started in San Diego. But if you will go check out his journey at because he's my brother, and his Venmo is at because he's my brother. I bring that up because he deserves to have everything, in my opinion. His shoes, water, his bougie water, like I mentioned earlier before. But yes, if you can't donate, please share his information and stuff like that because it would be amazing. veteransanonymous22 at gmail.com is our email. Bless us. Sorry. Like I said, this is the chaos that I live for.
Still working here.
Can someone put something back in her mouth, mainly a tongue?
What?
Of all the things that it was said or skirted along, we're gonna get banned because I flipped off the camera.
Hey, Jay, don't worry. I got a tiny hand for you.
Yay!
I'll bring it back.
But like I said, yeah.
Who's opening a chain link fence? No,
The American
okay.
impersonation I can do is Gomer
In
Pyle.
regards to the person wearing a ghillie suit. So the ghillie suit, there was a person who was accused of assault while wearing one on the central coast of New South Wales. So 4 years ago. So yes, it's been recent, but not recent.
Well, and it's even like you can't wear
All right.
trench coats here in Colorado schools.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
because
because
you
of
get
the
flushed.
Columbine thing?
Yeah.
And that was in 99, right?
So they don't allow no style of trench coat?
You cannot wear trench coats to school, to Colorado schools.
That's the dumbest rule.
And this is weird because I was issued a trench coat. And I'm like, the fuck is this?
I got a black trench coat also.
Well, yeah, like the army uniform and like with
Yeah.
the dress part of the army uniform
Just
and stuff like that.
I'm not saying
I
trench
didn't-
coats are bad or good, but just
I didn't know that they were just like a regular thing because, like I said, I witnessed Columbine. I'm born and raised Colorado, Columbine, the afterfall and stuff like that. Having them banned in schools for years. And then
What
joining
are
the
we
army.
talking about in chat?
Joining,
That was the guy in the ghillie suit.
oh, who's like, but I like joining the military and stuff like that, and just being issued a trench coat. It just kind of was just, it was weird for me.
Trying to think where I was during college. What year was that, Cricket?
It's 99, I believe. No,
I was literally leaving Minot going to Oklahoma City.
If it was 99, I might have been in Korea or getting ready to come back.
I was finishing high school.
That would be my second trip to Korea, by the way, if that was
yeah,
99.
it was 99, April 20th. I know April 20th, but I couldn't
Yeah.
think of it. It was
Yeah, I was still in
99.
Minot, North Dakota.
I was in
I was
I was a heavy equipment mechanic in a helicopter unit.
I was in middle school. But yeah, as far as I know right now, it is like trench coats are not allowed in Colorado high schools.
That's just like, okay, so the two younger white guys that were loners that did it, that's just like okay, cool, you're a white kid that's a loner, you're no longer allowed to go to school. That's how stupid that is.
Well, it's it's like,
Banning
okay,
trench
Well, no,
coats?
because there was the whole trench coat mafia thing that they associated with. It was kind of like, I'm not a juggalo, but a trench coat mafia thing.
yeah.
And that's where it was like,
I guess it
moved towards.
it trains kids now to lose their freedoms early, so when they
Well,
lose their freedoms later, they
it's-
won't scoff at it.
It's like telling people they can't wear a leather vest, whether it's got colors on it or not, into a certain bar. It's
That
like
is
telling
true.
it's like telling people they can't wear a certain bandana on their head or around their leg because it's a certain color. Or a
Well,
certain
my thing
sports
is,
team.
when it's a bar, that's a private establishment. That's
Yes.
that person's right. A
Right.
school is paid for by taxpayers' money. Things of that nature.
Yeah.
That is just kind of, we pay our taxes. My kid can come to school in a pink tutu and green hair. I have the same issues when you hear about the schools that don't let kids dye their hair.
Exactly.
Like, well, how does that stop you from learning? You heard about I think it was Texas or something, that weren't letting kids have dreads.
Oh, the one that got the teacher cut the hair. Yeah.
Yeah, the teacher cut the dreads off,
that
off, and you're like,
angers
how
me.
does that? How does your hairstyle
Well, and-
affect? Like, unless you have your hair going right into your ears and covering your eyes, that's the only way.
Well, and like kids having to have uniforms for school,
Listen,
like you got to
Amber,
have
it
blue
better
pants
not
or a
have
dress and a
caffeine in it.
khaki shirt. You can't have any freedom of expression
I'm
as
a
a
mom that
child
way.
when you're supposed to be being free and exploring as a child. But no, you got to wear a uniform and look just like everybody else.
Well, and that's one of the things that, like, with my son's school. So first or pre-K through 6th grade, uniformed. Middle school through high school, not uniformed.
Makes no sense.
I think, honestly, it would be better for middle school and high schoolers to be uniformed than it would be for the younger elementary kids.
I think uniforms are great. Then the parents don't have to worry about what you're wearing. You just can focus on school.
Well, and that's exactly what I'm saying, is because going through middle school and high school with puberty and everything else and the cliques establishing.
Yeah, but there's still cliques even with uniforms. There's still cliques even with uniforms because you got your uniform from this 5-star bougie freaking store, and I had to go to Target to get mine.
Well, not even that. Kids are gonna make. I went to a school with uniforms. You're always gonna have the social groups.
There's always going to be the social groups, but what I'm saying is, like, during that time specifically, where they're judging harshly.
They just do things where they can judge your shoes.
Friggin' style and shoes and stuff. You see what I'm saying? It's like
Well,
it makes more sense for them to uniform the older kids because it's like kids are just in general horrible.
well, here where my kids go, there's only one store that has their school uniforms, so they can charge whatever they want for that uniform, which is a little bit awkward. Yes, we do get.
Yeah, because
Julie,
they don't
we
have
don't.
guns, so they have to use stab. They
Well, that's
stab.
what Julie, we don't hear about that here.
No. A
No,
lot of. as
I'm gonna
bad
be
as it
honest. We
sounds,
don't hear about
yeah,
that.
Yeah, it doesn't make it to
We
us.
also
Well,
don't
they
have
don't-
metal.
Go ahead.
We don't have metal detectors in our schools. So yeah, I think the weirdest one
Yet.
for the moment, no. Yeah,
I don't think they will, just because
I
of
don't think
their
they
gun
will,
control.
but they don't listen to
Yeah.
that because people don't want to hear about the other crime stats that still go up, like when England, had the whole gun thing, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But they have, world record stabbings. People can't even go buy knives in stores. When we had running a shooting club, a competition, we have people that come from the UK and they want to go to Walmart and Target so they can buy steak knives. Like,
Yeah.
because, or, a certain kind, because they can't even get knives there. People are like making knives.
They had
So pretty much they just changed the knives
What
from
they're
guns to
called,
knives.
tanks.
They had the drop boxes where you were supposed to turn your knives into this
Amnesty.
drop box. Yeah,
Yeah.
little
So, and once they get rid of knives, people will just start running people over with cars. Oh, we already do that. Like, we should ban cars. You know what? We'll get rid of it. We'll just ban people. Let's ban people.
Yeah. They're trying that.
Speaking of not being allowed to have your hair dyed, I was in 3rd grade and had her hair dyed pink. Was told either to dye it back to normal hair color or cut her hair. No, I'm honestly glad that you didn't go back to school. I'm not saying
Yeah.
anything like, but I know that like weird colors and stuff like that weren't allowed when I was in, and then I went to guest speak at my high school. After I came home from overseas, and like, oh, you could show your belly. Oh, you could have all this color in your hair and stuff like that. It was like, I understand trends and stuff like that, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm about to have to sign off. So I'll sign off with my final thoughts now.
Yes, good sir.
You never know where you're going to be in 4 years. I am very lucky that in the 4 years of me discharging medically from the Defence Force, I have been homeless 3 times. When I first left the Defence Force, I was homeless. 3 weeks later, after living with my family, I ended up finding another house. I ended up staying in that house for 2 years, ended up homeless again 2 years later. And 3rd time, I was very lucky over the last couple of weeks that my real estate agent has been able to give me this beautiful place. So
That's what I was hearing.
It was very lucky that we had this place come up. And now that we're here, I've already seen a change in myself, seen a change in my kids. And it's, even though it's about the same size as the last house, it's got more room for us to run around and have activities. And I'm looking forward to Christmas this year because I'll actually be able to decorate.
I see it in your eyes.
You can
I'll
see it
actually
in
be
his
able
whole
to decorate.
face. Yeah. His whole face is a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I am a lot happier. And even with Halloween coming up, I'll probably go off and get some lollies and things like that. So, yeah,
Lollies?
it's
Lollipops.
lollies.
Suckers.
Here in Australia, we call them lollies. They're candy for those over in the States.
Don't lollipops,
Oh
suckers.
no, I
And
think
we don't have
lollipop
candy
suckers,
corn.
but you say it is
Good. I'm glad your country doesn't have candy corn. That stuff.
what?
Yeah.
Candy
So-
corn is the worst.
Yeah. You never know where you're going to be in 4 years. You never know where you're going to be. So always
Candy.
look forward to the future. And
Lollies
we're
are
always here.
suckers.
So
All right, Dougie.
I'm going to sign off. Thank you very much for having me.
So
And
much for joining in.
I might actually be out in the back area next week. So yeah, there's plenty of rooms for me to actually entertain and
Nice.
do podcasts. So thank you very much. We'll see you soon.
You have a good one, brother.
Happy for you, bro. That's awesome.
is
Glad he
cool.
got that place. Yeah. You could just see sometimes you could just look at somebody
Yeah,
and even
like,
over the
seriously,
interwebs, you could see the change in their face and stuff.
Oh,
His
yeah.
Or
eyes.
hear how they talk, or you could just tell there's a difference, and it's a good thing.
Because the last time that I talked to him, excuse me, over video, his eyes were not as bright as they are.
Yeah, you could just like I said, you could just tell he's a lot happier.
And it's amazing that he's in a better place. Haru? Huru?
I think that's an Aussie
Haru.
thing.
It's Haru, Ducky.
Haru.
Like
Who?
congratulations.
Yeah,
Haru.
I know she's Aussie too, but it's like Huru?
Mm-mm.
Haru.
Haru. Like that. Haru.
Pterodactyl. I don't even think that would help pterodactyl.
Yeah. Let's not
Mm-mm,
and say we didn't.
mm-mm. It's goodbye.
Oh, it's goodbye. Okay. Well, bye. Thanks for joining.
Well, she was saying that to Ducky.
Oh, to Ducky. Oh,
She's an Aussie saying goodbye to another Aussie. She's amazing. Love
This
her.
is how we talk. Well, it's about time for us to say our final thoughts.
Right.
Internet. Oh, I'm like, everyone froze. I'm like, nice. I'm like, Jade's internet went down. Great. Well, thank you guys for putting up with our shenanigans and chicanery for another night. This is a lot of work, especially nowadays in this time of year. Because I thought about it when, I was downtown running around doing stuff. We will do the best we can to be online when we need to for you. But just know that, people also, we have lives, we have families, we have things going on. And this is a big family. You're our family. We're your family. So just an understanding that, don't take it as a slight, like we don't want it. It does kind of pain me. Like even today, I get so like ready for it. I forget that I have time. Like I told Jade earlier, she goes, "You gonna be on?" I'm like, "Yeah, I might be late," because I was in town at like 4:30, thinking, the show's an hour early, and I've just, but we do this for you guys because it means a lot. A small little story about reaching out. I had some people reach out to me recently. Won't go into any details. A veteran was in crisis, and I was able to talk to him and gave him my number, and he was getting the help he needed, but I just kind of reached a hand out. Don't even know him, but we were stationed here at Ellsworth. Then come to find out that I'm real good friends with one of his old supervisors, and that helped him get his jump wings for the job he had. And I was just like, we were talking about it, and I was like, I know that guy, and it was just one of those things, like it was meant to be, because we kind of had a lot of commonality in our stories and in our lives. So just, you never know where help can come from. And if you can be there, reach out, call, do what you got to do. Love you guys.
Love you too. Thank you. Uncle Si, if you will, with your final thoughts.
like I say all the time, reach out. But if somebody doesn't answer when you reach out to somebody else. Because, like Felix said, we got our own lives. We might be busy with other stuff. The person you call might be busy, you know. They might be reaching out and you don't know it. So just keep reaching out. If you think it's the end and it's bad, you'll never know if you don't reach out, if it gets better. So that's my thing. You're not alone. We try to do this and make a laugh, but
Another day has come. All alone.
quit playing with that, Jade. It
Her
won't
my
heal.
The tape is falling off. Sorry.
It's like Jade's peeling off her face in an inappropriate place. Online.
Zip hug.
But
All right. So one of the things that I wanted to bring up tonight that I didn't quite hit on. So there has been developments with the Brian Laundrie Gabby Petito, I believe is how you pronounce her last name, and forgive me if I mispronounce it. But everything that is coming out leads to domestic violence, and I want to bring a little bit of awareness to those who suffer from domestic violence. I'm a victim of it, and seeing the body cam footage from when they were in Moab, that it just is, it all makes sense to me. So if you feel that you need to take the blame for being hit or anything like that from anyone, doesn't matter if it's from a male, doesn't matter if it's from a female, if they're putting their hands on you, it's not okay. It's not okay.
nope.
And if you feel that you are in a domestic violence situation, this link right here will lead you to resources that you need. And as you can see, it's a plain Jane searchable link or whatever, because a lot of people who go through domestic violence, they have their social media and their searches
Watched.
watched and controlled. And as you can see, this one will help you. I know Miss Kittens actually was the one that found this one. It's credible. It's amazing. So I wanted to bring that up because even today there was developments on that case.
Yeah.
So Gabby, yes, they released that she was strangled, and you know, it's just she's 22-year-old that got caught up with the wrong person, and her jackass boyfriend, everything, every aspect led to his connection with it. The way he behaved, the way that he left her, all of this stuff. But today they believe, or they did say, that they found evidence of him among
Among
with human remains. And as somebody who has had somebody go missing, the media is not going to connect human remains with a name unless they are over 90%
sure that it's that person.
sure. Yeah, sure that that is who it is. And so, and it's unfortunate that he won't receive. For me, I don't believe that he will receive the justice, or her family won't receive the justice that they deserve, because he took the cowardly way out whatever the fuck. I have theories on it and stuff like that. It's just weird because last night, his parents contacted the police saying they were going to go search for him. 5 weeks, they weren't willing to go search. Today, they go out and search with police and find him. So it's weird. Anyway, yeah. His backpack, yep, etc. Yes. I'm so excited for Halloween. So y'all just stay safe. It's a full moon. Bitches be crazy.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Love y'all.
Thank you.